Greetings, Earthlings and human beings and Nephilim. What's the other one, Jake? Nephilim and the Anunnaki, Democrats, what have you?
Reptiles.
Reptilians. What are the other ones? The Illuminatis. Any of you naughty Illuminatis.
I like that.
And especially animals who are far smarter than any of the above, because animals don't bullshit themselves. Welcome to the Roseanne Barr podcast.
Oh, you see, my patience is growing thin.
We've got a great show today because we have a return guest who is my best friend of, is it 26 years? 27 years?
Yeah.
My best friend of 27 years. The only decent human being I ever met in Hollywood besides Donald Trump. And, a couple others fondly, most of them dead. Phyllis Diller and Rodney Dangerfield and Sue Mengers. Some of my favorites. Carrie Fisher, yeah. Anyway, here we are. And I don't even know what I was talking about.
You're introducing Shannon.
Huh? I'm introducing my best friend and return guest, as well as my hair, makeup doer, and and wardrobe person too. Shannon Hughey. Hi, Shannon.
Hello. Thank you very much.
Oh, your show, the show we did together was so popular.
I know. I heard that.
Yeah. So I'm glad you're back. But, I just have to tell you, everyone tells me that I shoot from the hip and spout out crazy shit all the time. So taking that into note, I, who spout out crazy shit all the time, am telling you, Shannon Hughey, you really spout out crazy shit all the time. So that's part of why we're friends, I think, huh?
I think so too.
Yeah.
And can I just say, people always ask me, what is it like being besties with Roseanne Barr? And I said, well, let me tell you. It's a real hoot. And I say, look at that show, which I had never seen. I never watched your show until
The sitcom?
No.
Really?
I know. Isn't that crazy? I don't know. I was out getting into trouble.
You was a hoe.
I was getting into trouble. Did you see what he did?
What?
No.
Skiing.
But anyway, I knew I had seen some of it. I knew you were a cuckoo bird. I had seen the Tom Arnold stuff. And I thought, wow, that chick is kooky. But I mean, I loved it. And then I thought, I probably have nothing in common with her. And then when I met you, and then over the years, I have everything in common with you.
Isn't that weird?
I love shopping. I love having fun. I love laughing. I love macaroni and cheese. I love eating cheese. Like all the stuff that you love.
It's fun, huh?
I love napping. I love smoking.
Ketamine. You guys talked about that in the last episode.
And
but I did mine with doctor's care.
Yes.
And it really helped me.
No, I can tell.
Can you really tell?
I was telling these guys, Jake and Hannah, I said, you are a changed woman. You're happier. You're lighter. You're freer. You dumped like 180 pounds of old boyfriend stuff, or probably 150 pounds. I don't know how. It's like a stick. But you lost a lot of stuff, and you've just been working on yourself and getting close to God. And I just see this whole, you have a lightness. You have the depression, the heaviness, the darkness, like the fear. You've let go of a lot of fear.
Yeah, I did. It's really cool.
And so
you were always sort of a fearless person, weren't you? You didn't have a lot of fear.
No, I wouldn't say that, but I always had to try and trust in God, because I told you, fear is the devil, God is love, and trust. And so if you believe in God, then you will always have the trust that you are taken care of. If you have fear, that's the devil and your ego creeping in. And your ego is like, no, don't listen to your gut, which is God.
So God is your gut? In other words, that makes sense.
Your intuition. Yep. And so...
well, mine was always faulty, though. Because I had about 50 intuitions all going off at the same time. Yes, no, do, don't, all at the same time.
Well, because your gut is all rerouted.
Well, you have more
Maybe
than one.
That's it.
You have more than one gut, is why.
Yeah, that's true. I've got two stomach. Like my grandma, I'm kosher animal.
Okay, back to everyone asked me what it's like being besties with you. And I always say, she is a blast. We make each other laugh. Like, there's nothing like when I can make you laugh because, you know, you're a major comedian. Hello. And when I can make you laugh from the belly laugh, I'm like, oh my God, I'm loving this moment right now because, and then everyone always says to me, you're so funny. And I said, well, think of yourself in your environment. If you're a little fish in an aquarium, you only grow this big. If you're out in the sea, you're a fish and you grow really big. My environment has been 27 years with a major comedian who's hilarious. So I'm like this, thinking fast, and like I can make funny stuff.
Yeah, you beat me more than once in a good friggin' zapper.
Really?
Yeah, and nobody can beat me.
No.
I mean, some people, they try, but I'll give them sometimes because I'm like Mike Tyson. No, I'm more like Muhammad Ali because I'll I'm gonna rope a dope. Come on, hit me. I'll give them 4, and then I'll come in with the fucking knockout punch. And they don't expect it. So I love to do that thing with comics that we do, you know?
Yeah, like
to feel each other out, to see how funny. Well, yeah, jam.
Wait, what was the thing, Jake? Fight like a thing and shoot like a bee?
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's her.
I do neither of those.
Should you tell everyone it's not your ketamine and the self-care. It's actually that she's been sleeping.
You know,
really
it's
good.
the beam, Shannon. That I have so much.
It really is good.
Shannon's thinking of getting it, and I said you should, and it really is delicious.
Yeah.
And John would probably prefer you get it so you go to sleep and are quiet for a little bit.
Yeah. Instead of tossing and turning.
Yeah.
No, I want to talk about the husband situation in a minute.
Okay. Well, tell the people about it.
Okay. Where's that clicker deal? Okay, here we go. My listeners get a special discount on Beam's Dream Powder. Their science-backed, healthy hot cocoa for sleep with no added sugar. That is the bomb. Better sleep has never tasted better. And I love it when sleep tastes good. What a great idea. Other sleep aids can cause next-day grogginess, but Dream contains a powerful, all-natural blend of reishi, mushroom, magnesium, L-theanine, L-theanine, apigenin,
oh my Lord,
and melatonin to help you fall asleep, stay asleep, and wake up refreshed. Look at me. And be able to read really well. Beam Dream is easy to add to your nighttime routine. Just mix Dream into your cocktail or milk froth. No, I'm kidding. And enjoy before bed, or water or milk. It's really good with milk. If you want to try Beam's best-selling Dream Powder and get 40% off for a limited time, go to shopbeam.com/Roseanne and use the code Roseanne at checkout. That's shop BEAM.com/Roseanne and use the code Roseanne for up to 40% off.
All right. Now we can get back at it. Thank you.
Okay. So back to when they say, what is it like? I just say we have a blast. We shop. We laugh. We drink. We cry. We talk about all kinds of nefarious things.
We danced. Don't forget dance.
and karaoke, singing.
Yes.
Like the other day in the car, singing the Supremes.
Oh God, how much do we love the
Yeah.
Supremes? People don't even know about the Supremes anymore. Do
You got to
they?
listen to the
Did
Supremes.
you let Shannon sing in the car? Didn't you tell her she can't talk in the car?
No, I did tell her because she always starts fucking yammering, and I'm like trying to read the fucking map, which I don't even understand.
Yeah.
In the first
Now
place,
we're
like
into it.
something from NASA
In her Tesla.
over there, and I don't get it. And then so I'm just trying to see where I am, and then it'll say 500 feet, and she goes, "Oh, go here." I go, "Can you not talk about driving when I'm fucking driving?"
It's a good point.
Right?
Yeah.
But she always does, and she's always wrong 100% of the time. And she's like,
100?
I'm on Waze. Waze is the way to go. Waze is the ways to go. And I'm like, no, it isn't. It's not always right.
No, Waze fucked us a couple times.
I'm telling you, Waze is not
You
always
know what I
right.
hate is like I'll be in a middle lane to turn left and it tells you to turn left and then it's like, oh wait, go right. And I'm like, I'm fucked, you know?
What, Waze?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop using Waze.
stupid. But
But
anyway,
the other one's horrible too. The one that comes with the car.
Yeah.
What's that
I-
one?
It depends on the car, but Apple Maps is driving people
Tesla.
into the lake. Do you remember that one?
Yeah, it drove me up Mulholland Mountain.
No, I mean, it's
by Bell Canyon when I was trying to get to a store in Beverly Hills.
your ketamine treatment. Remember, we got lost twice. It kept running us up the mountain. It's whatever. As long as you're not being driven into a lake, that's my favorite story. Do you know that story? It took someone into the middle of a lake.
and then of course they went.
They drove into the lake. It was Apple Maps. They were like, it's a software patch.
Oh,
I
well,
hope
see,
they
I would have
sued.
stopped.
I know. That's why you're like, well, that
I
sucks.
hope they
but
would have stopped at the cliff.
I think they just got the first few wheels in. But yeah, it's
when we
dangerous.
lived in the marina, someone drove off the
Yeah.
marina thing.
Oh, it's
They
great.
did onto
Yeah,
your
it-
boat.
No, no, they drove like via marina. If you keep going, you would land in the water. Yeah, they did that because they were like drunk and driving crazy and probably getting a blowjob.
Drunk driving into an ocean. That's great.
There was a man and a woman. He was probably getting a blowjob and he was probably coming, and then boom.
There's the play-by-play by Shannon. Thank you. All right, you wanted to get into the husbands, I think.
Yeah. Well, first I wanted to say, well, you were doing makeup and hair in the porn industry before I hired you, right?
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 Right.
And so you went from hardcore porn, like seeing people do crazy things. Like you said, one girl came and sat on another girl's head when you was trying to do her makeup.
I did.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Well, she's having oral sex to her.
During the makeup?
She
No.
came in and sat on her face,
That's
you
in her
said.
mind.
You told me that.
No, I never.
You said when Sylvester Stallone came to watch the porn,
No,
or
it
was
wasn't
that,
him.
it wasn't Sylvester Stallone, it was
Who was it?
the
Eric
other
I
Roberts?
one.
love how she gets that. We love Sylvester.
This is why we get sued all the
He's
time.
one of us. Sylvester.
Oh,
We
yes.
love him.
I'm not thinking of him.
No.
I'm thinking of the other one. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Who was it? Shannon?
Who's the one that always used to come to the porn site? The porn set.
I don't know.
No,
I can't
bullshit,
remember.
You don't know.
I don't want to say.
Oh, what
Okay,
is
then
code?
don't.
Huh?
It was neither of those guys, right?
No, I swear. No, it wasn't. But it was celebrities would come by and want to see, like Jenna Jameson, or
Yeah, but she was
you know, they want to see, and they want to see, you know, hot chicks having sex.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, they're all faking it. And men out there, I just want to tell you,
Their
A lot of
orgasm
chicks
is fake too, right?
a lot of chicks fake it in normal life too. I just read, like, barely any women really have an orgasm from
Yeah.
natural sex.
Yeah.
Like,
Really?
and it's going
Yeah.
down because of toys and stuff. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's a low.
What do they
percentage.
have
hello,
it
that's
from?
me.
What do they have their
Desensitized.
Borrowing your credit card? No, I don't know
what
what.
do they have their orgasm from?
Masturbating
Well, like, you know,
vibrators.
vibrator.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah, you-
That makes sense.
No, you
I
can't-
mean,
it's technology progress. You can't
I've
mess
been
with it.
using a vibrator since I was like 19. So
I remember you had that one that plugged into the wall that your
I
one
got
boyfriend.
one like you.
You don't. Yours was like a foot long and
Yours
like the
is like that too.
It was back in the day. Remember
her back massager?
Yeah, I know the back
Remember
massager.
when I got on the
My shoulder
Prozac
hurts.
and I could never have
Yes.
a release, we'll call it.
Yes.
Mhm.
And remember I was trying to.
Burned your thigh with that one
Oh,
thing. Like it was a metal massage.
Yeah.
It
How
was
did you
like a
burn
big
yourself?
square metal
I fell asleep. I
massager.
gave up and passed out.
She had like a blister on her inner thigh.
That's when I
This
was
might
on
have
the
to be cut
Prozac.
off. This might have to be cut out.
No, definitely not cutting this out. That's better than the
Yeehaw.
Ambien story, actually.
So okay, so
I'm sweating
you're
now.
you're doing porn makeup and you're walking. I want you to tell the story. You're walking down the street. Didn't you pray to God? God help if there are any fat Jewish women out there who can rescue me from this lifestyle.
Mhm.
Send me a sign. Didn't you say something? And then a paper blew on your leg.
Yes. A piece of paper blew up on my leg, blew up under my dress. On, of all places, in front of the Man Chinese Theater iconic where Marilyn Monroe's footprints and the stars are.
Not to be annoying, but we told the story in the last episode.
I know.
We're telling again. Shut up,
I
Jake.
Why
knew
would
that.
you do that?
No, she wants to tell it again.
Refresh.
All right.
I'm going to tell it quicker. And so it said, come meet Roseanne Barr in an informal gathering of her talk show. And it was like the next day.
Okay, so cut to you get hired because I liked you.
Mhm.
You said I can do your makeup way better than this Chinese Joe with the airbrush machine. It took 3 fucking hours. I can't stand to be touched, as you know. Nor
And-
can I stand to be chatted at by hairdressers.
Right.
Right?
And you had one hair person, one makeup person, and you wanted someone to do both.
Because I don't want to listen to their fucking horrible world story or world view while they're touching me for fucking sticking shit in my eyes and up my nose and
Can I just
yanking on my
say
roots.
that just now I was taking a little nap and she goes, Shannon, I need to be ready. And we got her ready in fucking
She looks great.
7 minutes.
And you
7
look
minutes.
amazing, I have to say, on our special project we're not allowed to talk about that we shot
Now wait a
yesterday.
minute. We're talking
Oh.
about all that. Okay, but we're at the talk show.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
And I had my own trailer. And you used to do my hair and makeup in there, right?
Mm-hmm. And there
And-
was a person on the show,
That was
Celebrity A.
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And he would come on to me all the time. And he was very powerful.
In my trailer, right?
No,
No, on the
this
set.
was on set.
Okay.
3 cameras on set. And between commercials, I would touch her up and he would come over and whisper in my ear, I bet you have a wet pussy.
Ugh.
And I'm like, what? And I couldn't do anything. I'm on stage with her, cameras everywhere, and I'm just like frozen.
Why didn't you tell me?
Well, eventually I did, but I didn't want to. And I get the hashtag Me Too
This is a
movement.
different time when this
Yeah.
before
This
all
was
that.
in 1999,
Yeah, they would have
2000.
fired you and quieted you out.
I
and all
started
that.
on the show 98 to 2000.
Yeah.
And then I just kept putting up with it. And he just kept saying all these lewd comments in my ear. Like just, he'd bend down and whisper in my ear all this stuff. And I was just like, ugh. I mean, and I came from porn. So I was just like, whatever, fool. And so then I just couldn't take it anymore. And I told her, and I remember we were walking back to your compound, the trailer, and on the CBS lot, and I told you, and then you said to him, blankety blank, if you talk like that anymore to her, you're out. That is not permitted. And
I
then,
did? I don't even fucking remember.
Mhm.
Oh, good for me.
And then he got with your now ex-husband and said, I got to get her out of here. And so,
You?
yeah. And then there was another gal on the show, and she was after me too because she wanted to be your best friend.
It's always like that.
And like she goes, I'm from Michigan and we should hang out. And she kept hanging out with me, befriending me. And you should get Roseanne because we could all be friends and we could all hang out. And I'm like, okay, because I'm like a dodo, not thinking, I'm naive. And then she got to be friends with you. And then she she became friends with all the celebrities. And then she's like, let's go see, this person in concert and blah, blah, blah. And so then you guys became friends. And then she had an axe to grind. She tried to get me off the show. She called with your publicist at the time, the redhead. And they were both
Lesbian witch.
Lesbian witch. And they both were on the phone trying to get me to talk smack about you, saying stuff and
really?
and I didn't, but I didn't know. And then that girl, the publicist, told me that happened. And I was like, holy shit. So then, like, I remember we did the Tower Records show where you performed. This is how long ago? Tower Records hasn't been there in a long time on Sunset Boulevard.
Yeah.
And she behind my back, hired Janet Jackson's makeup artist and someone else's hair person and didn't even tell me. And then I get in there and they're doing her hair and makeup. And she was like gloating.
I was?
All like that.
No, this person.
Sherry Pelosi.
Pelosi.
Sherry Pelosi.
Sherry Pelosi.
It's a code name, by the way. But. And she wasn't a celebrity. She was like behind the scenes on the show.
This was a fraudulent name, of course.
But this was a woman that worked on the show.
Yes.
Yeah.
The talk show.
Yes. And so then at the Tower Records thing, I just, she had goaded me so much.
She did something really bad. She, what's her name? Oh God, I can't remember her name. She's a big actress. Berticelli.
Valerie Bertinelli?
No.
Berticelli. I don't know.
The one whose mom was a big 40s actress. Oh, God, I can't remember. But she told her, Roseanne said, you go fuck yourself. And then I saw her go on David Letterman and said, Roseanne is a pig and so rude. And I go, what did you do? And she laughed it off.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
So
she thinks I told her to go fuck herself.
I hate Hollywood. That's why I hate Hollywood.
So that night,
Isabella Rossellini.
Oh my God.
Yeah. She thinks I told her to go fuck herself.
And she didn't.
No.
You didn't.
No, I admire her.
Okay, Isabella Rossellini. Yeah. Roseanne admires you.
Yes, I did. And I never said anything bad about you.
No.
Okay, continue.
Okay. So that night, I'm a Cancer like you, Jake. And she's Scorpio, which they're very similar, but they have the stinger.
Yeah.
And they are a little crazier. We're very sensitive.
Yeah.
But
she always says that.
Here's the thing is, if you can only go so far with a Cancer and then you're going to go off.
Yeah. OJ was a Cancer. Mike Tyson's a Cancer.
Right.
Serial killer.
Right.
Yeah.
OJ was a Cancer. Yeah. He went off.
Can't push us too far.
Oh, we got to get into Cato. But anyway, quickly. I lost it on her and I poked her in the chest and I go, you're a fucking bitch. I fucking hate you. You could go to hell. And I kept pointing in her chest and I just lost it. And I go, how dare you? And then she told Josh.
That's all right. Well, bleep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Say bleep for
bleep.
Regret.
Yeah.
Regret.
That's what we say.
Okay. Bleep. And she told him, I accosted her and assaulted her and they were going to get me on charges because I did like really point into her chest like I was going to fucking strangle her. And he called me. I remember I was with my friend Ellie Corino at Barney's Green Grass having lunch, like a nice little happy time. And he called and he goes, this isn't the Shannon show. This is the Roseanne show. And you're fired and you're out. And, you accosted one of our people and you are fired.
She,
And then you went to China,
And
right?
then I went to China. Yep.
Anyway.
That's the end of that story.
Okay, so let's do an ad then.
Yeah.
Then we'll come
at
back
the
with
end of the story.
more.
Well, I'll just
Okay.
set this up. TWC, these med kits, and have you got one of these yet?
No, what is
Shan,
it?
you got to get
Dude,
one.
do not watch this podcast. What the hell's wrong with you? I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
The Wellness Company. You get
Oh, yeah.
life-saving meds,
That's
all
got
this
all
stuff.
the stuff in the
Mhm,
meds.
you got to get that.
Okay.
Well, they have a holiday travel
Can I
med
have
kit
that
now.
one?
What?
We'll
That's
get
fake.
you one.
That's
Okay.
a dummy.
Oh, okay.
We have one.
The
though,
holidays
but we'll
are here,
get
which means
more.
it's 6 seasons, sinus infection, strep throats, upper respiratory. It's that time of year. So they
Oh.
came out with a holiday
Plus, you know, they're
travel
going
kit.
to release what the fuck all hell on us
Yeah.
before Trump gets instated.
And then the MK Ultra shooters are going to go start shooting at people that run the.
Well, they better tell Dr. Drew to put in a bulletproof vest along with the iodine for the nuclear war coming.
We should be on the board of this company. We
I
give them
know.
the best ideas every week. But anyway, the Wellness Company's medical emergency kit, holiday travel kit. I'll let you tell the people more.
Well, the holidays are here, which also means it is sick season. Sinus infections, strep throat, upper respiratory hacking. Everybody's traveling and passing it all around. But guess what? You don't have to deal with it this year, folks. Why? Because this little blue case is your mobile urgent care. Mobile urgent care.
Say that 5 times twice.
Mobile urgent care, mobile urgent care, mobile urgent care, mobile urgent care, mobile urgent care.
Wow.
It has
Wow.
ivermectin, Z-Pack, amoxicillin, and 6 other prescription medications at your fingertips. Thanks to the Wellness Company's medical emergency kit, you can tackle anything severe your body comes up with or across without ruining your holiday plans and winding up in any urgent care room. This kit cuts through the red tape by allowing you to take control of your health versus being reactive and inconvenienced, angry, and upset during this precious family time. You don't need a gatekeeper because their medical board created a guidebook that outlines common treatments for UTIs, strep throat, bacterial infections, respiratory illnesses, and more. All it takes is filling out a digital intake form, and your kit arrives at your door in 1 to 2 weeks. Travel with peace of mind this holiday season. Order your kit now by heading to twc.health/RB and use code RB to save up to $30 off and free shipping. USA residents only.
So, Ma, you got some big projects coming up we can't talk about. It's top secret. That's actually why Shannon's here.
Top secret.
Doing work. You guys are going to love it. That's all I'm going to
Porn.
say.
I'm
It's
starring in a
not
porn. Geriatric
Granny
porn.
Granny porn. She's so hot.
She is. But
That's why she's got to lose the weight.
Well, that's what you said. You said you wanted to lose weight. I don't think you need to lose weight. I think you look better than ever. But you
Well,
did tell
I
me.
want to, when I put on my, what's that?
Girdle?
Skims, my Skims waist trainer, I
Yeah.
want it to be believable.
We love Skims, by the way.
We don't
Oh
do
my
Skims
God.
ads.
We
we
love
love
the
a Skim.
Skims.
But
We
anyway,
love the
the
Skims.
thing that everybody does for weight loss, let's all be honest.
Well, Skims herself, Kim, she takes some weight loss help. I mean, everybody needs some weight loss help.
Hell
So what
yeah.
if you grow a third arm out of your head?
Well, what
Who
you're
cares?
talking about are GLP-1s.
Yeah.
Which is the drug that's in Ozempic and all this
Oh,
stuff. Let's just
okay.
get to it. They're weekly injections. We have a new sponsor. Mom's really excited
Oh,
about this one.
I'm
I'm so
excited.
excited.
Hers is a company, Hims, that does the boner pills and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Hims.
Hers has a thing.
Shannon knows all about
Yeah.
him.
Well, hers
No, I've
is
seen the ads.
yeah. No, hers is a great company. You can
These
call
guys.
them. You can set up. It's as little as like $200 a month, and you can actually get the Ozempic, or it's not Ozempic, but you can get the GLP-1
Uh-huh.
shot delivered to your house. You have to call a doctor. You got to go through the whole process. You don't just order the pills and they come, or the shots.
Okay.
But let's say you get approved, you can actually start doing these injections for as little as $200 a month through hers, and it's all the rage. Everyone loses weight. And you're going to have a doctor here that sets you up, so you're not worried about the third arm growing out of your head, because nothing, like anything, as long as you don't abuse it, I'm
Yeah.
sure that's fine.
I
We saw
got 2
someone
months.
recently.
I could lose 25 pounds in
I've
2
had
months. I
so
think.
many friends do it, and they feel great. You know, who it's
We
like.
saw Jack K. Remember how
Yes,
good Jack
Jack
K.
K.
Harry?
Harry.
She
She
did.
lost
She
60
looks so good.
pounds. She
Doesn't
looks
she look
great.
good?
Yes.
I was always afraid if she lost weight, her head would look way too big for her body.
No,
But
she
her
looked
head was looking
amazing.
good
Yeah.
on her body, and she was shapely and hot
Yeah,
looking,
hot
wasn't she?
looking. Yeah.
And
She's
all
a
the old
doll.
days, these GLP-1s, these were only available to celebrities and rich people. She
Right.
did it actually because she had diabetes.
Yeah,
Yes,
she-
that's what she said.
So
She did it for
rich
the
people
real
started
reason.
stealing the diabetes meds
Mhm.
to lose weight. But anyway,
Yeah.
now because of companies like hers, you have access to these weight loss
I am so
programs
excited.
on your own. You don't have to be rich or famous. So tell the people where to go.
Okay, start your free online visit today at forhers.com/Roseanne. That's forhers.com/Roseanne for your personalized weight loss treatment options. forhers.com/Roseanne. Hers weight loss is not available everywhere. Compounded products are not FDA approved or verified for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription is required. Restrictions apply. But oh my God, I hope I make it because I really, I'm a shopaholic. And if
Mhm.
I could go down to a size 10, oh my God, I would spend all my money on getting the cutest clothes that have ever been to wear them in my new project.
What
Okay.
size are you now?
Mm.
L.
How far to 10? Is this like a
I'm
month or two?
I'm a 46.
That's Italian or European.
Yeah.
I'm just saying you could get to your goal pretty quickly, right?
Is that a
Here's-
12? It's a 12.
Okay.
Here's the other thing is, when you're
But if I could get to a 10, I could wear I
Yeah.
could go shop anywhere,
Mhm.
except for in Japan, because I think they do fake sizes of the Japanese.
No,
Remember
they're
Godzilla
tiny.
sizing? Remember
No,
that?
Oh
with
my God.
Jackie?
We're with Jackie. We're with Jackie B,
Jackie B,
she weighs a good 400. and where were we?
We were at the Coliseum in
Uh-huh.
Rome, and she tried
And there
to
was
buy a
an
shirt.
Asian selling shirts, and we went up there,
At
and
the
I said,
Coliseum?
in Rome,
Right.
and I
Oh,
said,
He had a
Rome.
little.
we were on a gay cruise. We were
Oh,
the
right.
entertainment.
Uh-huh.
And so I said, do you have L? Do you have XL? I think I wore XL then. I go, do you have XL for T-shirts about the Coliseum? And he goes, oh yeah. I'm going to do my Asian accent now. Oh yeah, we got L, we got L, we got SL, we got SSL. And then he looks at Jackie. He goes, we got King Kong size. We got King Kong size.
She was so heartbreaking. Then we found her later on the cruise ship just eating ice cream at 3 a.m. She was devastated.
We did a cruise with her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that. But she's
That
a
was
libtard, so whatever. Anyway,
We were the
fucking
only girls
libtard.
on the boat.
I know. We had
That
fun
was funny.
dancing with all
I
the gay
know.
guys.
Yeah, gays love you.
We went on the gay cruise.
No,
Jake walked up on the deck. He was with us.
I was
You
young
know,
and had
Remember,
hair
he
and
was
in
young
shape.
and doing my slideshow.
uh-huh.
He
I
walks
danced
up.
with the gays.
He danced with the gays too, but then he walked up at night on the deck, which
Yeah.
somebody should have told him not to do, and he run into a sandwich.
Was not
BJ.
prepared.
3 men
Eiffel
in a
Tower.
sandwich.
No, it's not Eiffel Tower.
No, I remember saying
Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
Is
Do you
that
want me to
what it's
explain?
called?
Do you want me to break this down? What this is?
Yeah,
for you?
what is Eiffel Tower?
Jake explains to his mother. Eiffel Tower is two guys standing, or it's also known as a spit roast, and then the one
Oh, the
man or
one's
woman's
oral
bent
and the
over.
other one's the back
front and
end.
back, and then to complete the Eiffel Tower, the two guys standing will hold hands, so it looks like an Eiffel Tower.
OMG, I never heard
Or a
that.
spit roast also
I
works.
heard of that one.
But I saw it in a silhouette, so you have to understand. I looked up and it was just black.
You were
on.
like, "Am
Are
I
you
in France?
traumatized?
Did you think you were in Paris?"
well,
You're like, oui.
I was traumatized the minute we got on that boat because I was the only heterosexual guy. And I was younger and had hair, and I looked good then. I was doing martial
Yeah,
arts.
they was all thinking he was hot
I got
stuff.
notes slid under my door. I was there with my gay uncles, and someone went up to him and said, "Can we borrow your boy tonight?" And I was not.
My brother
Oh
and
my
his husband
God.
were with us.
Let's
Did
put
you
it
have
this
the
way.
bob?
No, I
No,
looked at
he
this.
got
This
rid
is
of
like
the
the best
bob.
I've ever. This was like my peak.
Oh,
So what's really
That must
like
have been
I
a
was
while
not
ago.
homophobic. I'm very open minded, but by the end of that fucking cruise, I was homophobic. That's all I'm gonna say.
Fear.
I got hit on, and I saw the spit roast,
Aw.
and I'll tell the story, and then I'll back off.
did your butt clench up?
I just went to my room, but I went to Mom's room because she was the star of the boat, so she had like a balcony, like a big balcony, and I was like, I can't take it everywhere I go. Like it was like what it was like to be a hot chick. I imagine just guys leering, and never
Hot
experienced
chick.
that before.
Ah,
So I came to Mom. I was like, I just got to get out. I just need fresh air. And I went out on her balcony. She's like, just go look at the Mediterranean and relax. It's okay. So I went out,
aw.
put my elbows out on the thing, and I was like, this isn't so bad, you know? And I looked up, and a guy and his boyfriend were on their balcony. And it was, gay people don't love make, from what I can see, because those are two things.
They
It's-
don't what?
They don't make love. It's aggressive.
Oh, yeah.
So the guy
They're
was blowing
slamming
him.
the ham.
Oh, he had both his ears and he was just throating him.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, and I got horrified. And I was like, go inside before they see. And here's the worst part. They both noticed me. And the guy on the bottom getting throat pounded made eye contact with me like this. And I saw it going on his cheek.
Oh, shit.
And I just froze. And I said, that's it. And I stayed in my room for 3 days after that.
Trauma.
Anyway.
The trauma.
It's
No,
just
I remember
have sex.
seeing
It doesn't have to be so
top,
aggressive.
bottom on the doors.
Yeah, everybody had their
Versatile.
doors marked.
Versatile,
And they had
which
the
means they'll do
bandanas.
either.
Yeah. Anyway,
Anyway.
Okay.
King Kong.
But
size.
enough
that.
about you.
I'm cracking up in my White Claw.
I
Sorry, it's loud.
got to have a drink.
You want-
You didn't bring me a cup to
Oh, I
have
thought you were
my
just gonna
wine.
You
swig
can
right out of
just
the-
slug out of
there
it.
wasn't much left.
Just
Look, it's
slug.
Roseanne Barr podcast. Just drink right out
All
of the
right.
bottle.
So, anyways,
All right, back to you.
now back at the day, I was going to say, you were always the single gal and I was always the married gal, right?
3 times.
Yeah,
that
you
I
were
know
with me
of.
through 3 You was with me through 3 husbands. For fuck's 3 men.
Well, I didn't know you with Tom, but I did know Bill and Becky, your ex, Jake's dad.
And that's interesting because that was my dad, who was her first husband, and then they didn't talk for a while, and then he came back to work for her. So you knew him when he was like her assistant. That was my
Mhm.
dad.
And Becky was her assistant.
That's my dad's wife.
And Becky, his dad's wife. And they are liberals. So
Yeah.
there's that.
Yeah, they're still libtarded. Still watching the Rachel Maddow.
They're probably crying. Too bad.
I
so
don't know what
sad.
they're thinking. Do you know what they're thinking?
I, out of respect, I did not text Dad after the election except to
I
talk
didn't
about the
either.
Broncos because I knew he wasn't. I like was really genuinely concerned about his.
I'm sad for all of them. I want to say choke on it, bitch, but you know, I want to
Yeah.
or wanted to, but then I was like, man, their whole thing just got bummed out.
And that's
you
what
know?
happened
Well,
to us in 2020. It's not easy to
I
go
was
through.
the same with a friend who actually introduced me to my now husband 14 years ago. I've known her 24 years. She wrote to me and said, if you vote for Trump, you are ruining my life. And I said, I am not ruining your life. I love you. Please don't do this. Don't separate our friendship. I value and love you. And she cut me off and blocked me. And then I was gonna write to her nacho president, and it's Kamala with a Mexican hat on. And John goes, send it to her. And I go, no, it's that's disrespectful, like you with your dad. And then she sends me a thing. I hope you're happy. I hope you suffer. You know, and it was like this whole mean thing. And I was like, I love you. Like, God is in control now, not any of us. This is all God.
Yep.
And she didn't write back because, they never do.
Well, they're so full of hate and fear, aren't
It
they?
is hate.
They're
and fear.
they're humanophobic.
It is hate and
They
fear.
hate humans.
They do. She's probably happy though now because one of them shot the head of this fucking.
They're all
United Healthcare.
gleeful over
Yeah,
the
they got some
fucking
good
guy
news, too.
assassinating somebody now.
Yeah, so perk up. You lost the election, but now you have people
Didn't
being
you
murdered
say
in the street.
Taylor Lorenz is like, yeah, let's have more of this shooting people dead in the street?
Taylor Lorenz, for those who don't know, is a
I
former
don't know.
Washington Post journalist.
Oh, I didn't know. who
She's
that
the
was.
one that doxed Chayan, or whatever her name is, that lives at TikTok. That was like that great account.
Mhm.
So Kaya didn't want to be famous, and Taylor doxed her and said, "Here's a white woman that's in real estate. Here's her name and address. She's the one that runs this account going
that's
after trans
terrible.
kids." So Taylor's horrible. She got
She's
fired,
Jewish.
but she after the shooting said, "I am so I have joy over this," and then posted immediately another CEO
guy.
of another
She dogs another CEO.
pers-
Like, come on,
pharmaceutical
let's do.
company.
But I
Yeah.
think Joe Biden sent him the signal because he came out of that bookstore
Oh, I want to hear
with
this.
that book, The Middle East with No Israel,
Yeah.
proudly.
Yeah.
And I think that was his cue to Antifa and BLM,
Oh
and
shit!
who are now in the pro-Palestinian movement. They're the same kids,
Oh, you think
American
it was like
kids.
a Catcher in the Rye thing, like the Lemon
No, a
shooting?
book called.
No, what I'm saying is the MK Ultra. Remember, they used Catcher in the Rye in a lot of those shootings.
Oh yeah, that's
think
what he
that-
was doing. Yeah,
Wow.
I never
that's to
read that.
signal all the Islamic cells that Obama and them brought over here. Valerie Jarrett and Biden, all of them.
Get into this. I'm sorry. Well,
He says it's That was his signal. It's go time. And it was go time too, until something else happened, because I've been saying for a long time since Y2K, which really did happen on the mental plane. Y2K did happen. It was a reset on the mental plane. And it was, the reset of the beginning of the end. And so, because the third thing came into manifestation, because before computer code, Y2K created the zero, the thing
I
between
remember
the
that.
twin towers.
Mm-hmm.
This is all really deep shit.
I love this.
But so the fool is the zero, and that's the third thing. The
That's
fool.
Biden.
No,
Oh.
it's the third thing, and the third thing has happened. And I think the reality of the third thing in manifestation was Israel blowing up the pagers.
Sorry, real quick. What was the first and second thing, just for
They were the
context?
twin towers of computer coding, two ones with a space.
Okay, so Y2K was the first two, and the third is
No, Y2K introduces the zero.
in the computer code. Yeah, people remember Y2K when it turned to
Mhm.
2000. They were worried because
They
computers only
said
went to
everything
99.
was going to stop.
And
The
it didn't.
grids.
The computers didn't. Nothing
The
bad
computers took on the third thing, the zero, the placeholder. But the placeholder has a mathematical equation to it.
happened. So October
This is all
7th,
physics stuff, huh?
then October 7th was the third thing, you're saying? Or what was the third thing?
The third thing is the third reality out of dualism. We left dualism
gotcha.
and we got to a new way of thinking.
Is this like a whole new dimension? or-
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm into this. I'm so into this. Okay. Continue.
Well, because now that Trump's and people are, I'm seeing more religious things on Netflix. I just watched a movie about Mary.
Star?
Oh, I was going to say they brought all this because they were doing their Iran deal / ISIS / Hezbollah / Hamas thing. They're all the same thing. And but those pagers changed the whole Middle East and the world, them
Mhm.
blowing up
Oh,
because.
yeah.
And then what happened after that was with the fall of Syria. That's the fall of Iran. That's the end of VJ's dream of
God,
you
I
know.
hope so.
her compadres controlling everything in the Middle East. Of course, she they all work for the same Swiss bank accounts. But yeah, it's like third thing.
So you think this shooter, the United Healthcare shooter, was part of this, or that's what started this conversation? Is what I'm asking, or is that just a weird coincidence?
No, he's an op that they have. He probably was dressed up like Antifa last year.
Well, he's a rich kid.
Well, they're all rich kids.
Yeah.
All of the street gangs, it's so funny. Not all of them, but a very high percentage of them are, what do you call it?
Trust fund
Trust funders.
communists.
Trust fund communists, as
Yeah.
if there could be such a thing.
That's all.
Wow.
That's a thing that they
Yeah.
are. You actually said this about Occupy Wall Street that I always thought was so
Yeah,
cool. You
I
said you were on
said
the
that.
street and you realized that it was just the kids of the dads that worked on Wall Street. They were
Biting
just-
the hand that feeds them out of their privileged arrogance.
You're absolutely right. And this
Mm.
kid is like a trust
Yeah.
fund kid.
That's what he
if
is.
Allegedly,
But they're
alleged
saying
shooter-
that Nancy Pelosi,
Allegedly.
who knows his family because her dad was the head of the mafia in Baltimore.
there seems to be a connection.
Yeah, there's a little of the Cosa Nostra in there through her line and her being. But they say that that kid was in the mix in her circle and took down this CEO of a insurance company, which I told you
Healthcare.
like 3 podcasts ago. The health insurance company is going to fall flat
Yeah, you
for
did say that.
insuring all this transgender surgery on kids. Americans, when they figure out they have to stop that because it's nothing but Nazi science and non-consenting victims
Mm.
and their fat bipolar mothers, single mothers that have been brainwashed. They're going to have to stop it because insurance. We can't be part of an insurance company that does irreversible sexual experiments on little children. We can't. We can't have that in America.
Absolutely not.
But anyway, so they said that the CEO, was possibly going to testify about insider trading,
Yes.
which Nancy Pelosi, of course, is the queen of. That's how she got $250 million in a vineyard and all kind of houses, and Gavin Newsom too, was insider trading, which they're allowed to do in Congress, even though they locked up their friend Martha Stewart for it.
Of course.
She was the
and that was Comey
one that
went
went down. Yeah,
the
You're telling me.
patsy.
Yeah.
and so they say the guy was going to testify on that, and then he got gunned down by a friend. He's a child of a friend of the Pelosi family.
So this was Michael
who
Corleone, basically.
was going to testify about congressional insider trading.
So you think the Pelosi crime family sent an assassin? Allegedly. A theory.
Well, that's what people are saying on the internet.
Yeah, I think it's fascinating, and it's probably true, but I mean, we don't know yet. He did have a manifesto. He does seem to have kind of a sordid past. He had an injury. He was on ayahuasca and mushrooms, and there's
he's
tweets.
addicted to the McDonald's hash brown.
Well, I mean,
That's
who
where
isn't?
they found it.
I
No,
was
I
the
told you
McGriddle.
that allegedly that's Bill Gates putting the fetus meat in the hash browns as well as the hamburgers over there. And once you turn cannibal, you don't go back.
Wait, I love McDonald's.
You get a craving for it every now and then?
No.
Oh, I love the McRib.
They said they found a note with him saying, "I shot this guy," and the gun, and the ghost gun that looks just like the gun he.
I love that he printed it on a 3D printer. What the fuck kind of
You get
world are we
that.
living in when they do shit like that? Can I print a waist on a 3D printer?
You can. You definitely.
When
can
you
print,
get hers.
you can print body
The hers.
parts on a printer. They have
And
that.
put them on your body?
You and I can't do it, but there is the technology that exists in
Good
some of these
God,
companies.
and we're still living like
They've printed
pigs
a human
in mud.
ear.
Look at all the shit we've got available to us, and we can't get the food to the hungry kids.
Well,
I know.
We're
that's
nothing but
so
shit.
sad.
we are. I know. But anyway, so that's a fascinating theory. And whatever, we'll wait to see what happens. We wanted to cover the shooting more, but we decided.
But
As
in
a podcast,
any
we're
other
gonna
way
wait.
where I said Syria fell, well, the Syrian people were out dancing in the streets thanking Israel for getting rid of, the Uber mention, or whatever they're called.
What's the Ubermensch?
Isn't that your friend lives in Syria?
Yeah.
Your friend lives there.
The opposite of the master race that is the head of the New World Order. They lost. Ha ha ha! I told you God was going to get you. Ha ha ha! Fuck you. He's coming for you big time too. In just a couple of weeks on Hanukkah. Enjoy.
Can we talk about the pardons? The Hunter Biden pardon? Or
Yeah, we can talk about. What did you think of the Hunter Biden pardon?
Terrible. I think Trump should, go back. Can't Trump go back and take
No.
the pardon away? No.
No, you
'cause
can't
it's
take a
already-
pardon away. But you can.
He can take the pardon away in one case.
Which one?
If
before 2014.
SCOTUS hears the Brunson case, which is on the docket for
Gotcha.
January 6th, if SCOTUS considers and approves that lawsuit, it will result in the arrest of everybody in Congress that verified the 2020 election.
The Brunson case is saying that the certification of 2020 was an illegal certification. So that's the case coming. We're
and
following
the
it closely.
Supreme Court accepted to hear it.
It's in the docket.
Because all the
good.
other courts that had Soros judges on them would not even hear the evidence of fraud in the 2020 elections. They wouldn't even look at the evidence. So Brunson, a fellow Salt Lake City, Utah
Yay.
guy, and his brothers, they petitioned the court, and it's the first time in American history that non-lawyer citizens got their lawsuit in the docket of the Supreme Court.
That's
And
amazing.
the
I
clerks
love
at
that.
the Supreme Court helped them
Oh, good.
and advised them, gave them, just miscellaneous advice, not real legal advice, but about how to file correctly. And he did it, Lloyd Brunson, and it was accepted to be heard. He has all the evidence because after, when they were, the reason they started the whole Jan 6 thing, Pelosi and them, was because they wanted to say that the FBI, I mean, the Trumpers were coming into the Capitol to overturn the win by Biden, but that
Mhm.
isn't, and that is not at all true.
Right.
But it was like a movie which Nancy got her daughter to film
I
because she's
remember
going to
that.
do
Yeah.
a
The
HBO.
documentary.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
No,
But
they rope-a-doped us.
yeah, they rope-a-doped us, and then they let these people in,
It's brilliant.
and they had it all set up. They had a Hollywood producer in on it,
Mhm.
and then they just hurried and certified it after they said people were going to hang Mike Pence. But what really happened was that 50 members of the House said it looks like the machines were connected to the internet, which wasn't supposed to happen.
There's a lot of fraud.
And on many fronts that things weren't supposed to happen and are suspect.
Mhm.
So it needs to now, according to the Constitution, when a certain number of members say this is calling for a recount or an audit, you're supposed to stop and have a meeting with everyone called to order and then send it back to the states. They did none of that.
Yeah, of course they did.
Well, they did reject it. That process did start. There was a couple senators, I believe, from Arizona. Don't hold me on the facts, but they did say, "Hey, we need to go work this out in the chambers," and that's when the smoke bombs went off, and the feds, I'm sorry, the the bad Trumpers came into the Capitol, and then at that point, their lives were in danger. Guns
Yeah,
were
because
shooting.
they were on the walkie-talkie with,
Coney.
whichever congresswoman was running the show
Mhm.
and going, 10-4, our Hollywood producer and director say,
Drop the smoke bombs.
drop
So
the
anyway,
smoke
when
bombs.
when Jan 6 happened and we breached the Capitol and we were shooting, killing everyone, that's when they said, "You know what?
The only
we're in
one person
danger."
killed was Roseanne Boyland,
and Ashley Babbitt,
a Trumper. I mean, well, they beat Roseanne
Yeah.
Boyland to death
and they
too,
shot
but
Ashley Babbitt.
yeah, they shot
But anyway, they
a
said
Trumper.
after that, they're like, "You know what? Let's just certify this election. It's been a crazy day," and then they certified it.
I just want to say that my friend told me Trump was on Sunday.
I just want to tell everybody, send a letter to the Supreme Court and saying you are in agreement with and are thankful that they're going to hear that case, because we got to write in support of it and make our voices heard, because we can't have a free country without free elections.
Right.
We cannot.
And just because it's in the docket, I remember this from a lot of the election lawsuits. It just basically goes in a folder where they decide if they're going to hear it. They still might not hear it. So giving them a little bit of pressure.
Yeah, like about 20 million
Yeah.
letters
Yeah,
from
fucking
America.
listen.
Right
Why
in.
not listen to the case?
I mean,
Because it
didn't
was
Trump get, I don't know what they say, he got 80 plus million votes this time.
70s?
It was a red wave. The whole country voted
I don't
for
know
him
what the final
practically.
count was.
Whatever, but if just a percentage, if not all of those people would write the Supreme Court and say, we're in support of you hearing that case, that would be great for our country.
Well, 2020 needs to be audited, and I'm hopeful that when Trump gets in, that's what happens, because once you prove that Biden stole 2020, you destroy the deep state.
Yeah.
Well, if the Supreme Court rules that they certified illegally,
Oh yeah, that's what you were getting.
they illegally certified, which they did,
Yeah, they did.
an election, then that entire cabinet will be erased.
So Biden can't pardon Hunter.
Yeah.
Checkmate.
That's where we go.
And,
Checkmate.
Is that
and
really
none
gonna-
of that money is going to the Ukraine or any of them other motherfuckers.
Yeah, no.
We're not going to fund ISIS and Hamas anymore.
That would be
Good.
amazing. So I know fraud eviscerates it. What's the word?
vitiates.
Fraud vitiates everything. So if they do prove that Biden certified,
We're not going to need to start a war with Russia.
All right, I'm down.
Russia's our friend.
Can we talk about shaving your balls real quick?
No, wait. I just want to say Trump was on Kristen Welker Sunday morning, weekend, whatever it's called. And my friend told me he watched it. I want to see it. It's on YouTube. And she goes, will you just admit that there was no fraud in the 2020 election? He goes, why would I say that?
Yeah. He said no. Yeah. Why would you? And then she's like, well,
because if she's trying to feel it out for all her buddies that know they're going to get caught.
Yeah.
I mean, they lied every day since Trump was.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they lied about Russia. They lied about the jab. They lied about that children need to not go to school. That was bullshit.
6 feet was bullshit. Masks
6
were
feet,
bullshit.
masks.
Mm-hmm.
Fauci needs to go to jail.
They're talking about
That's what I
pardoning.
want.
Biden's going to pardon Fauci preemptively. Which
Yeah,
is
which
illegal.
I don't know
that.
if they can do that
I don't
if
think
they're
you
not
can.
charged.
No.
You can't.
If you're not charged, you can't be
And
pardoned
if they pull that off,
Little.
then we're gonna have to do something. That's all I'm gonna say. Wink, wink. They cannot allow. You can't preemptively pardon somebody.
Okay, what you need her to
Here's
do
what's
another thing.
happening, though, is that we're seeing stuff unfold. For instance, we're seeing that Washington, D.C. is not a part of the United States of America.
That's true.
They have their own constitution, and it's different from the ones
They're
that
incorporated.
the states live
It's
under.
like the Vatican.
They are a
Mhm.
nation unto themselves, like the Vatican.
97% Democrat. Might I
Yeah,
add.
absolutely. And you can see by the J6ers having not a right to a fair trial, not a right to a speedy trial, no witnesses for their side, and no jury. That is not the United States. And it's being proven to us that is a foreign occupying government.
100%. And
So, I mean, that's what Derek Johnson talks about.
no, and
When
that is
they
true.
are fully identified as being a hostile, foreign occupying government, that's going to change America a lot. It really,
Good.
really is.
Good.
Well, I
And
hope so, because they have to pardon Trump. I heard there's a lot of political pressure from because Trump's surrounded by idiots saying that you can't pardon a lot of the J6ers. This is what I've heard inside baseball. But because Biden pardoned Hunter, Trump is now saying, hey, fuck it, I'm going to pardon J6ers. And he truthed it out right away. And on that same interview, he did say he was going to pardon a lot of the J6ers. But some of the J6ers did do violent acts and went above and beyond. I don't know that they're all going to be pardoned. But he can certainly pardon people that weren't there, like Enrique Turro, whatever. He wasn't even fucking in D.C. at the time. 17 years or something. You talked. We did an episode. So he has political cover to pardon a lot of the J6ers, which is good
but
news.
check this out. When Trump went to the Vatican, he removed all of America's gold from there. When he went to England, he let the Queen know when he sat in Churchill's chair and had walked in front of the Queen. He let everybody know that he had intended on purpose to break the corporation, and he did. So he's breaking the corporation of the District of Columbia, which is not a state, has nothing to do with America. It decides where our kids are going to go fight for rich man's oil. It decides where our taxes go. It decides where our money goes, and it's not even a part of our fucking
And
country.
I bet no one knows that.
But how about no one knows that? But how about I'm telling them, and you're seeing that is the old guard, surrounded by obelisks and pentagrams and fucking one goddamn devil worshiping thing after another. It's all gonna go.
Daddy's home.
All right. Before
See,
she blows
spews
it,
out shit.
as she does.
You're gonna have to censor that too.
No.
No.
We're
Daddy's
talking in
home
code.
is Trump is
Trump
home.
won.
I know.
You don't have to censor it. All right, Mom. Remember Manscaped, our favorite for you to shave your balls?
Speaking of daddy's home,
Um,
your dad's home and he needs to shave his balls.
well, hey. Anyway, the holidays are sneaking up faster than your fourth cup of peppermint mocha. God, I hate that.
I'll tell
shit.
you,
I'll let
back
you
in
read
my
this.
day, the men never shaved their balls.
No, it's a
They
new
didn't
thing.
have nothing to shave them with. This is a God's gift for
Well,
the younger men.
So that's right. I'm going to let you talk, but the Chairman Pro package from Manscaped is what we're selling. And this is
okay.
a great product because they do razors. You can shave your face with the razors. They're
Yeah.
great, but they
I
specialize.
shaved my face with that razor.
No, that's great. They gave you one, but it has technology that protects you from nicking yourself or hurting yourself, especially in that area. You don't want some big buzzy thing like you did with your vibrator when you burned yourself. You want to be really careful.
That's back when I was alive, though. That was like
thanks for bringing that
35
up
years ago.
with podcast me and my mother Shannon. By the way,
She don't care.
I'm traumatized. I'll be
She
honest.
started talking about anal sex yesterday when we were in the valley.
With
I
just
said,
you?
"Do you mind? That's my son."
With me or with Buck?
You were standing there when we
What
went
were you
outside
talking
to
about
smoke.
anal?
She starts talking about something. I go, "Shannon, do you mind? This is my son."
Well, anyway,
I don't wish to go into that with my son.
Yeah, me and Mom don't want
here.
to talk about her vibrator burns ever again. Don't ever do that again. Okay. Anyway,
That's all right.
It's skin safe is the technology. I'll let you tell more. But anyway, Manscaped makes great products. You can shave your nether regions, and it's Christmas time. If you're a woman, you got the perfect gift for your man.
It's right.
It really is. And let him groom
Ladies,
himself.
the holidays are coming. Get your man the gift of clean-shaven balls with the Chairman Pro Package from Manscaped. It's like the Rudolph of grooming, guiding him to the smoothest, irritation-free shave of his life. Trust me, he will look so good. You'll be taking all the credit at every holiday party. Well, I hope he's not showing.
Yeah, why would you take credit at a
Well,
holiday
if
party?
they're wild parties, I guess, the kind Shannon goes to. But anyway, gift your
Woo,
man with the
woo.
ultimate grooming experience by Manscaped and get him the Chairman Pro Package for the holidays. It's a thoughtful, practical gift that he'll actually use and love, and so will you. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code Roseanne at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping with the code Roseanne at manscaped.com. Yay, shave balls!
Jay shaved balls.
I love shaved balls.
Do you want to get the last
personally.
one out of the way and then we can just shoot the shit for 15 minutes?
Can we talk about shaved balls with Shannon for a minute here?
You do whatever you want. I'm just throwing
Okay,
it out.
then we'll
Okay.
do that one.
You're the boss.
You love shaved balls?
Well, I don't like a lot of hair down there.
Does
You
John
said
shave his
you
balls?
have a lot of hair down there.
I have a lot of hair down there.
That's my son.
Oh, this is the stuff. This is your friend. I didn't invite Shannon.
We're
LA.
cancers. Cancers are the underground Scorpio. We're sex
Oh.
freaks too.
Oh, I'm no sex freak. That's back when I was alive, I told you.
I've got memories of. Wait, we might have to bleep this, but I'll never forget her answering the door when we were in Florida doing the pan selling. Remember the pans?
Yeah.
Yeah, with the
Oh, Christ.
and she answered the door in a latex maid outfit. Do you remember that? It was like black latex with the white apron.
Were you alone or was there someone with you? 'Cause-
No, it
Someone
was
was
her
with me.
boyfriend.
Oh, well, that's okay.
Yeah, she was having fun, and I'm like, oh yeah.
Did you know it was Shannon when you answered the door?
Yeah, of course.
Oh.
Yeah, I always go do 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 do. Like that's my knack.
So I did it for a joke.
And she had like the vacuum, and she had the makeup on. It was so cute. She's a pleaser. She's a people pleaser.
That's so cute.
No, that was back in her freakier times.
Yeah, your freakier times, though, when you were a single girl, you were, remember
What?
on the talk show, you were
I was
just
dating
crazy.
Daniel, who's 10 years younger.
Yeah.
John might watch this. We can't tell the
It's
show.
He
all right.
knows.
He
doesn't
knows all of
care.
it?
Yeah.
I can
Well,
tell
no.
Shannon's
Not
story.
all of
Okay.
Not all of it.
All right.
he goes,
I love
he goes,
John.
honey, I'm scared of your past.
Yeah. Don't ever tell him.
So, anyway, you were always the wild, swinging single chick, and I was the old married lady. But,
Things have flipped.
yeah, now I'm the wild single chick.
Swinging.
And you're the
Old
married
married
lady.
lady.
Isn't it weird how shit
Yeah.
goes? And you're like, I can't because I have to make a charcuterie plate for my husband. You can't do nothing because you're always making charcuterie.
I love how you say that.
Charcuterie.
Because you're so cutery.
But you love being a little wife with, I never thought I'd see you like that.
I do. I love pleasing my husband. I love making him happy. He takes really good care of me. All the money I make, he goes, honey, That's your beauty money. You can get your Botox, your filler, your hair, your nails, your whatever, all the shit that we need. And he pays all the bills. So I got it made. And I take really good care of him. I have a lot of sex and, take care of him. And I'm pretty good at cooking. I'm not
You are a
great.
good cook. Well, you're a good
I'm
charcuterie.
okay.
No, but your charcuterie is
How do
fucking
you
killer.
say charcuterie?
Charcuterie.
Oh, charcuterie.
Yeah, you're
That
saying
shit
cute.
is fire. Your charcuterie is fire.
You're fire. I just want to say I came in for the weekend for a secret project,
Best project ever.
which you were fire.
Yes.
Thank you.
You are so cool. I want to just go back and say, when everyone asks me, what is it like being besties with you? The coolest, the hippest, the funniest, the funnest.
Mhm.
And then we like to take naps and sleep. And then I
That's
know
for damn sure.
when to leave you alone and you
yeah,
get
you're
on your
good
computer.
at that.
And
Like when
take-
I say, Shannon, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you really
you
pick
take
up
that.
on
You
such-
got a good cue.
No, I mean, I know.
You pick up my cues.
And I know when to leave you alone and when to have fun. And tonight, can I say what we're going to do?
Yeah.
You can say the clean part.
Not
What
the
does
la-
that
I'm
mean?
Joke. The latex
Well,
made
we're
outfits
going
later.
down Santa Monica Boulevard.
You can
No.
go to the comedy store. Why
No,
not?
we're going to the comedy
This won't air
store.
till Thursday. It's already be done by the
Yeah.
time it's aired.
She's going to do 15.
So
Mhm.
excited for
And
this.
we're going to see your friend Sam Tripoli,
Traps, yeah. Who was our guest last week? You're
who
following
was your
Sam.
guest last week.
And
I heard Corolla was going to be there. Is that
Mhm.
true?
Adam Carolla. We got to get him on the
what's
podcast.
his name? Jimmy Dare,
Jimmy Dore.
Door,
I'll cut that out
and
'cause he's
Bobby
coming
Lee, and
I love Bobby
Nikki, that girl, I
Nikki
can't-
Glazer.
Oh,
Nikki Glazer.
I love Nikki Glazer.
Yeah, and another girl I don't know, and a couple other
oh my
guys
God, I'm
I don't
so
know.
excited.
Please remember to tell them you have a. You always. She doesn't ever tell them she has a podcast.
I'll be her
we want all
I'll
those
be
people
her,
on.
Oh, I'll ask him to be on the podcast.
Yeah,
Okay.
why
I'll
do you
be
think-
her wingman.
I don't like to ask people to be on.
No,
my
they want to be
podcast.
on your podcast. It's not like come to my house and rub my back. It's like, hey,
no,
I'm
I
gonna,
asked Cato Kalen because we saw him
Oh,
the
yeah.
other night,
no, he's coming on.
and I said,
Cato.
Cato, are you ready to come on? Because he's really funny, isn't he?
He was super cool. Remember what he said about the OJ thing?
What?
That there was a thing going before OJ died. He confessed to killing Nicole, but then he said it was AI.
He said it's probably AI.
It's
Oh, yeah.
probably
It
true.
could be
Probably.
AI.
You know that people want.
That's so scary.
Remember I
I
told
think
you-
he would confess though, because I think he had a lot of guilt over it.
He
He never
should have
did.
so he could go to heaven.
Yeah, maybe he did.
Mom doesn't understand that she has a kick-ass podcast. It's driving me crazy. She's like, I don't want to ask them. They want to be on here.
Yeah, they
Caitlin
wanna
texts
be.
me like every 3 days for the last year.
Who?
Cato, for example.
Oh,
Bobby Lee was going to come on.
I
There's a
love
schedule.
him. He's so
Yeah, he's
hilarious.
so funny.
No, but they like don't. You're not asking for something that's going to make them uncomfortable. They want to
they're
do
gonna
it.
want it.
She doesn't get it yet. She doesn't understand.
But should I just be like her
Yes.
wingman and
Yes.
just say
Get their numbers. Get them to me.
because she doesn't
Shannon's
like
good at
asking.
that, getting guys' numbers.
Yeah. Adam already said he would do it. Adam
Yeah,
Carolla
Adam
is like
did say.
Adam's the best podcast. Fuck Joe Rogan. Adam's the goat, the godfather.
Adam is the goat. When he went after New Scum,
Adam
he
was
fucking
the only.
leveled New
No, he's
Scum.
amazing. I used to go watch Adam Carolla and Dennis Prager and talk on stage. He was the first person to ever make money at podcasting. He used
That's
to make
what
fun
Jake
of
said.
podcasters. He
I
was the guy
couldn't
that broke it.
believe
That's why
that.
we're doing this. It's Adam Carolla, and he doesn't get the respect he deserves. Drives me
Thanks,
crazy.
Adam. I love him.
He said he'd do the show.
He's really a down to earth.
How
type
funny
of guy.
that he did the man show with Jimmy Kimmel. Wah, wah.
I think they're still buddies. Which that's pretty
Oh.
amazing that they could still be friends.
God,
'Cause
I
Jimmy
wish
Kimmel,
my friend Jenny Hope would be like that.
Let's talk.
But
let's
I
talk
mean,
about
Jimmy
that.
Kimmel. Oh my God,
Cry baby.
that poor guy. I feel sorry for him.
Well, I remember when he was with Sarah. We were friendly with him. I saw them. Sarah.
Oh yeah,
Silverman.
Sarah Silverman.
He was nice to her.
And he was
Mhm.
nice to you too.
Yeah,
back
he was
then.
really nice to me.
And
Yeah.
then you became a Trump supporter.
Oh, well, they made him turn on. You know, he probably doesn't even feel that
I
way.
feel like
They're
next
probably
year,
like, Jimmy, you got to take Trump down because he's going to expose you for going to Epstein Island.
That's what I think. You think it was
Well, he
Mockingbird?
was on the manifest.
yeah, no, I know.
Is he on the Diddy list?
Remember, he got death
Of
threats.
course, he's on every fucking list.
He got death threats from the list.
Who?
Jimmy.
They're
that
all
list
on the
came
list
out.
except me because nobody ever wanted to fuck me, or they never invited me to any sex parties.
Well, I know someone that might have a crush on you.
Don't say
Who?
it.
I'm not.
Who?
You're big fucking yapping.
Who? I
mouth.
want to hear.
No, she doesn't know
You
anybody.
know.
Shut up!
Oh yeah, we can't.
I am not. Shut up.
I'm
There's
not
too much
saying
code.
anything.
We can't
There's
do too
a
much
lot
code.
of peoples who have a crush on me.
I know.
But I don't care because
'cause
I am never going to have sex unless
you
I'm
don't
married.
know that.
Unless I'm married.
Oh.
I am never
No.
having
Oh.
sex again unless
You
I
That's
am
said
married.
you told
I've
me you got
never-
married so you wouldn't have to have sex. That's why you got
Well,
married.
that's why I
I've
get
never heard
married after,
this.
you know. That is true. That is why I'm married. People to have sex for a while and then never again.
And then they're trapped and they can't get out.
Well, then I'm trapped. I like
Interesting.
I like the feeling of being trapped and you can't get out.
Why?
What's the
I don't
psychology of
know
that?
because then I can talk myself into saying, "Oh, it's okay if you cheat and run around and lie."
Yeah, can we do
I wanna
psychology on
do
this
that, you know.
podcast? Please
What?
I like to psychoanalyze you. I did it a couple weeks ago. People
I
loved
love it.
it. Yeah.
You know, because I just want to cheat and lie and run around and do wrong.
Because you get your
Because
thrill
I'm
off
the
it.
hoochie coochie
Dude.
gal. Everybody knows I'm hell.
What if you so you couldn't be like in an open relationship because then there's no thrill of cheating because
No, because then he'd try to go
Well,
have sex, and
She's
I-
super
I'd have
jealous.
to kill. I'd have to kill the
Scorpio.
woman and then cut his nutsack
Yeah.
off.
So your whole plan is to trap the guy so that you can just torment him and cheat on him.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why.
Wait.
Huh?
Why would you try and torment another person?
Well, because I guess I'm taken after my parents.
Yeah, don't do that. You should know not to
don't
take after your
complete
parents. Didn't
the
you
Well,
learn
no,
that
I
at all?
recognize it now. That's why I'm not with
Yeah.
anyone
Good.
until I get married, which I would never get married
Well-
unless I meet someone richer than me with a terminal illness.
No, you're
That's
not
my-
gonna quit saying that.
Yeah, you know what?
You could fall in love with someone.
Oh God, I'd rather stick hot fucking pokers
No.
right through my eyeballs
Honey,
than fall in love
you
ever.
are
Fall
a
in love
lover.
I'll never fall in love again.
You
what
are a lover.
do you do when you
You're a
fall
lover.
She
in
doesn't
love?
understand. Like she could find someone who's nice to her and loves her, and she'd be
I
happy.
can't ever find anyone who's nice to
Because
me
you're
Well,
not
you
nice
know
to
what
them.
happens?
because I'm really mean to them.
You have to
Okay.
be nice for this
'Cause
to work.
That's the
She's a
thing. Yeah, that
narcissist.
doesn't work.
She's a narcissist and she attracts another
Yeah, you
narcissist,
can't
and
do
there
that.
can only be one narcissist
No.
in the family.
That's true.
No, I'm codependent.
Yes,
You
you're
can't be
that
codependent
too.
with a narcissist. That's
You're-
ridiculous. That's
you're-
bad planning.
That's what I do.
That's
But
dumb.
you
Be
got with a
codependent with someone.
narcissist.
Well, about 20 of them.
You have to be codependent with someone who's codependent.
Oh,
You can't be codependent with a narcissist.
Wait, was your dad a narcissist?
No, but he was codependent.
Oh,
He went to CODA meetings. That's how I know this. We have to do one more ad, and then I want to get into this.
He
Let's knock this
did?
out. Yeah, I'm knocking
CODA?
this out.
he didn't go to any goddamn meetings when I tried to make him go to
It
meetings.
was after you divorced him. He
Fucking drunk.
got totally into self help. That's what got him on the prescription drugs, and now he's a fucking lunatic. Noble Gold. Hold on, I
What?
want to get into this. We got to knock this one out.
Oh,
and then
any more
this is the
fucking
last one. Noble
she's out of
Gold.
cigs.
When central bankers stock up on gold, it's a sign they're preparing for something big. Right now, they're buying gold as though it's the last asset standing. Did you know this, Shannon?
No.
Bankers are buying gold.
Yep.
Follow
Should I
the
sell
bankers.
my stock?
You don't have
No.
to sell your
Oh.
stock. Do you have an IRA? Do you have a retirement plan?
Hell no.
She don't even have medical insurance.
Yes,
you have
I
money
do.
saved?
You got that finally?
Yes,
Oh,
and then
good.
next year I'm on Medicare.
All right. Woohoo!
And
We're
Social
getting the
Security.
facelifts and the hair ponytail facelifts.
Do you have money saved?
Yeah, I have some stock.
What do you do?
and
You put it. Oh, it's in
Her
the
mom
stocks?
left
Yeah.
her some big stocks in big
Okay.
I
businesses.
did Apple.
Okay. Well, what I'm saying is a lot of people have money in the savings account, and that
Mhm.
doesn't do shit. Your
No.
bank doesn't do shit.
No, I don't do that.
So, and especially when the dollar fucking goes down,
Yeah.
then you're like, people don't understand this. You have $50,000 saved in the bank, right?
Mhm.
And the dollar goes down 10 years from now. 50,000 is what counts as what 25,000 counts
Mhm.
as now. Now you only have 25,000. Doesn't matter what the number is. It's what it's worth.
Right.
That's
The
right.
reason people are moving to gold and bankers
Okay.
are doing it is because once you buy gold or silver, it pretty much locks it in. It protects your wealth. The dollar goes down, nothing goes down. Precious metals really will not go down.
That's
So
right.
if you have money saved, or if you want to protect your wealth, gold and silver, that's why they're on every conservative podcast. We partnered up with Noble Gold. We love them. Colin Plume is a friend of ours. He was on our show. And it's a great company.
He's cute, but his head is way too long.
I think he looks like the guy from The Punisher and Walking Dead.
Yeah, he does look like the Punisher.
I don't know what that is.
Great actor.
Does he need bangs?
No, he's just a handsome guy, but he's really, really bright. He started this company on his
He
own.
said his head's too long.
And he's not too
Envisioning
big. He
bangs.
employs his family. He's a really good dude, and there's a lot of gold companies out there. We like Noble Gold. I'll let you tell people more, but we are loving this company. I'll tell you why specifically. Is Colin specifically? What did I say? I gotta stop saying especially. I noticed that.
I know. I
Well,
can't stand it when
know.
you say
It's
especially.
especially. I've been
It's
working
like
on it.
You need to say,
espresso.
can I ask you a question, especially?
I'll never forget. Johnny told me, I said realtor, and he goes, Shannon, it's realtor. And I never forgot that. Like, he always would correct me.
But it is especially. Anyway, I'll let you tell the people more. Real quick, this guy, Colin Plume, wrote a book called Silver is the New Oil.
Mhm.
And he's telling silver because it's $30 now an ounce.
not gold.
is
No, you need to invest in
buy
silver,
silver,
honey.
buy
Okay.
silver, buy
Okay.
silver.
Put your
buy
money in silver
and
because
use
it's going
Noble
up.
Gold and use the shit she's going to tell you when you do it,
Okay.
and we get a kickback.
Okay.
Your husband should know this.
Yeah,
Okay.
kind of.
Don't wait until it's too late. Visit noblegoldinvestments.com now and bag up to 10 1-ounce silver Trump coins or a 10-ounce silver American flag bar with a qualifying account. That's RoseanneBarGold.com, Noble Gold Investments. Protect your wealth while you still can.
I want to psychoanalyze you for 10 seconds.
Ouch.
I
Okay.
want you to find someone that loves you and is nice, and it's a
Well,
healthy
that'll
union.
never happen.
No, you're lovable.
I am so not lovable, though.
You get in your own way and you become a dick. But I've seen you. I've seen you be nice for long periods of time. You can do it.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I'm lovable, but people don't get my type of lovable.
No, you get in your head, and sometimes you do things that are untoward.
No, I just, I
think you
just tried to
sabotage.
be funny.
I think you sabotage sometimes, right? Like we've talked about this. So if someone did come along and they liked you, you would probably
Once someone ceases to find me fascinating, I fucking hate their guts.
So that's
Because, Shannon, right?
You hear this?
Once a guy ceases to,
Yeah, she said
Honey?
once. I said she sabotages sometimes.
I
and she
do
said-
because
She does,
once a
sabotage.
guy ceases to find me fascinating, I don't like him no
That
more.
sounds really narcissistic, though. You should.
Here's what happened.
What is this, Shannon? Get on your
Why
mic.
are you fluffing
Because she's a hair and
my
makeup.
hair? But honey,
That you can't invite you can't be friends with a hair and makeup artist and not have them do. You do look good.
but you're my hair and makeup. Oh
Okay.
well.
All right. So once a
Um,
guy ceases to find her fascinating,
what
she
I
decides to destroy him and the relationship.
Okay, here's what happens is they love bomb.
They do love bomb. And
we
then
didn't
they're like,
know that
Hey,
term
by the way, do you
before.
have any money?
No. So they're like love bombing. And I've seen this in your relationships and many of my friends. You get love bombed, you get sucked in. They're like, and sending you roses and this and that. And then
That's all bullshit.
they draw you in.
Mm-hmm, they do draw
and,
you.
and then you're addicted to them. And you're like codependent. And you're like,
Mhm.
I'll do anything for you. I love you so much.
Mhm.
And then they just start going, fuck you.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Isn't that narcissism though? That someone you want to be adored and like someone just kisses your ass and love bombs you? Isn't that narcissism? Like you just want to be loved and adored and
No, I want to give it back too.
Yeah,
Okay.
she wants to be loved and she wants to love them.
Yeah, I don't think you're a narcissist. I'm just
I'm
asking.
not,
Okay.
but
Well,
But
you do
that's-
love yourself.
Yeah.
Remember,
I do because
I
I'm
wa-
so funny
You are a
and
little
I walked in.
cool.
I walked in on you watching your own podcast, and
She
you go,
does it all the time.
"Look, I'm watching my favorite person, myself."
I do. I never know what I'm going to say
But
or do.
you don't think there's a guy out there that would be fascinated by you repeatedly for years on end? Because people are fascinated by you. You've been famous for 40 years. People are still fascinated by you. Like, you have the ability to be fascinating for a
I
long
think
period of
she's
time.
in her new.
No, I don't think there's any guy who could match me.
Oh, I know what it is. Wait. I know
Mm.
what it is.
What?
The normal stage of every relationship when you've gotten through all the
Honeymoon
mystery, the
phase.
honeymoon, and you're like, oh, here we are. We're two people. We know each other's ins and outs, and now we're at that phase. You don't like that phase because it's not fun and romantic.
I never get that phase. I do like the idea of it, but I never get it. I never get to that phase with anybody where you're just like friends and, you have fun. I always get a fucking bummer of an asshole.
Yeah.
That's like, where are you going? I
Right.
get that.
Yeah.
Where are you going out again? How many people do you have to talk to every day?
Who said? When do you go out?
No,
These
she's
are
talking
back
about
when
her
I was alive.
relationships.
Oh, okay, because now
Back-
it's like, please
You're
go
still
outside.
alive. Quit saying that.
Okay, I got it. So you need, but there could be a guy that's like, hey, you're so cool. We're
No, they're like,
buds.
oh, I love going with you. And then you get there to where you're going.
And then he's
And
a
then they
drag.
say, then he's a fucking drag and
Yeah.
insults you in front of your friends.
Well, Johnny was a drag, but Tom was like gregarious and wanted to be famous.
yeah, but he always insult me in front of our friends too.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah,
he
he
did. He'd
Like,
always
give me
insult
an
me.
example.
He would
No,
do
there's
that. That was his.
thousands of
He
them.
had that kind of like he would rib people, and he did it to
No,
me
but
too.
he insulted me in front of my friends over and
Yeah.
over. Till
And
one
what-
time we
what
were
did-
on stage and he had that big shit eating phony ass grin of his. I had just about fucking had enough. Well, I'd had more than enough. And he was doing that smiling
This
shit.
was at the end of the marriage.
middle.
Okay.
And then what did he do?
Just the shit eating, ha ha ha, shit he does. And insult me at a benefit thing, always insulting me. And
That's fucked up.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's fucked up. So I had just had it, and I was uncomfortable because I was a big fat woman in spike heels, and my God, there's nothing more torturous.
I can't wear spike heels.
I know, and I was a big fat woman in my spike heel, and so I'm like, this motherfucker's getting the spike heel
Did you hit him
treatment.
with the spike heel?
Boom.
No,
Hmm.
I simply stepped onto his big toe and fucking put all my fucking weight right there.
Oh, 180.
I think it was 190 at that point on
Good.
one spike heel, bitch. And he was looking at me. He goes, smiling at a big fucking ass eating grin. What are you doing? I go, enjoy it, you son of a bitch. Fucking, you like it? You like it?
Did you
Isn't
really
it
do-
great?
This was on stage?
Yeah.
Oh
Oh
my
my
God. I
God.
love that.
He goes, honey, honey, honey.
Look at her face right now.
That's terrifying. That's
Oh, I am
This
a terrifying
reminded
bitch.
me. Oh, wait.
I told you, Roseanne Barr ain't nothing to fuck with.
Can I just tell you, my husband downloaded her Wicked appearance on Madison Square Garden.
No, that wasn't Wicked. It was the Wizard of
Oh, yeah.
Oz.
Yeah.
No, was it called Oz?
called Oz.
Oz.
Yeah.
Oz, yes. I'm sorry. Well,
One of the best things you've ever done, aside from what we
Jeez.
did this last week.
dude, I was blown fucking
I like to
away.
be 12 and pretend when I love playing the Wicked Witch.
And
I
Jake
loved
said
it.
every night you would do a different thing. I'm melting. It's not. What it was it?
My
It's-
favorite was
It's
it's not
not
easy being green.
Easy being green.
It was so hilarious. No, that was
Do it in your voice.
Oh, yeah.
It's-
Yeah, I was screaming.
And I was blown away. And then I sent it to all my family and they're like, wow, she's such a great actress. And I said, yeah, like you didn't even,
I know that's
no
why I
one
don't get
knows.
any fucking gigs because I'm too good for these Hollywood.
No,
bitches.
listen,
Like that fucking Meryl Streep, she ain't shit. We was in a movie together and everybody
She-Devil.
said, you fucking outshone Meryl Streep. I go, I know, and I had never even acted before. I know I knocked the bitch down to her knees. What the fuck you gonna do? I'm me.
Dude, if there are any directors, producers,
I'm a
movie
hoochie
peoples
coochie
out
da-
here,
No,
this chick can act. She can do it in one take.
you've seen me do it all. in my
I've
life.
seen you do it. One take, baby. That's all she needs.
I ain't got time to fuck around.
That was pretty critically acclaimed. That play. That was a hit.
It was a
You
hit.
said
Yeah.
you did it for 3 months.
Yeah.
Six
12
nights,
shows a week.
12 shows a week.
Yeah.
Can you imagine, people? 12 shows a week.
That
I
was a
ready to
long. How old
fucking
were you
kill
then?
myself. Buck was 2.
So he's 20. He's 29
20
now.
28.
28. So 20. Yeah.
Is he 28?
Your energy
Buck is
level's a
28.
little less now.
Yeah.
So
I
26
remember one
years
night
ago.
they paint me green, before I go up on the bike. I'm flying on the bike.
With a harness on.
Yeah. But they put all this have these sponges to make we got to do it fast, the change.
Mhm.
So they paint me green, everything. I did 2 shows. I was dead. I come home, getting in the elevator there, living at, I can't remember what it was. Some nice
Not the
hotel.
the Ritz. No,
some other one.
the big one.
I don't remember. It was, whatever.
So I get in the elevator, and there's Barry Diller. And I didn't wash all my makeup off. I still had like a hint of green in the elevator.
Looking a little fluish.
Fluorescent lights. He goes, Roseanne, you look great. Your skin looks fucking fabulous.
He did not.
Yes, he did. And then in my mind, I was thinking, of course, green skin looks good to you, reptile.
Oh,
Allegedly
my
reptile.
God.
Yeah.
Wait, who was Barry Diller married to?
He's married to that wonderful woman. I can't remember her name. Diane von Furstenberg.
Hey Siri, who is Barry
Diane
Diller
Sawyer?
married to?
Diane von Furstenberg.
Oh,
Diane von Furstenberg.
Yeah, she used to
Wow.
love Sue Mengers
oh,
too.
I
and we
love
used to-
Diane Van, the rap
Yeah,
dress.
she is so cool.
So where are you going tonight? Let's get into this, and then I'll let you guys.
I'm
go.
going to the Comedy Store to see my friends in the youth.
Where it all started.
Yeah,
right?
it all started for me at the Comedy Store. So I'm excited to go back there and see what's become of it. I've only been back a few times. But they got a lot of young comics, and it'll be exciting to watch these young comics because, I don't know what they're talking about, but, I hate youth. I hate the youth.
The youth.
They're all fucking stupid and corrupted and MK Ultra'd. So it'll be interesting to see the shit they spew.
I have to say something. The last time we went there was 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
You were prepping for your Fox Nation stand-up. And it was so fun. And we got high as a kite out on the deck with all the peeps. And some guy passed us a spleef that was like
Oh, I heard this story.
6 inches long, or maybe 10. And then you got really high. We were really high. And Tony Hinchcliffe is like, "Okay, you're on." And then you're like,
I said, I'm too high to go on
I'm
stage.
too high. He goes, "Get out there, bitch." And he pushed you out with
No, I can't.
Jeffrey Ross.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. And you were funny.
I
as
just
hell.
went off on the fucking Democrats.
And
And
that's
They loved it too. I was
You just
surprised.
riffed.
Yeah.
You just
It was 2
riffed.
years ago too, and they was pretty Democrat there, but they liked it. And then we had gone upstairs to see Theo Vaughn,
Yep.
and I did time at his
and
show.
Bobby Lee was
And
up
Bobby
there.
Lee.
Uh-huh.
And I got up. I didn't want to. I was scared, but I did a horrible 7 minutes. It was mediocre. And then
No,
Theo
you're
Vaughn
never mediocre.
and Theo Vaughn goes, next time you might not want to
Get so high.
get so high or drunk.
he's
before you
right.
go
I
on."
tell you this every week, and you get mad at me. But marijuana
Well,
is not your
because
friend.
And I'm like, bitch, I just fucking separated 2 girls in the bathroom fighting over your ass. Remember that? We went in
Yeah.
the bathroom,
Theo Vaughn.
and there was one girl was like, there was 2 girls in there that he invited that night, both gorgeous. And the one goes, I'm his
Gorgeous.
girlfriend. And the other one goes, well, he invited me
me.
to come here tonight. Remember?
Yeah.
And they were like going to get ready to choke each other out.
And then you said,
And then I said, what?
bitch, he's a player. Don't even fool around because he's going to,
That's
fuck with
what they
both of
do.
you.
That's what the players do.
Comics.
Players got to play.
Yeah,
Don't hate the
players
player,
play.
hate the game, motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean,
He's cute.
he is a doll, and he
he's
should.
funny.
Oh, he's so funny.
I wonder if he has a big one.
Of course
Shannon
you
Hughey,
do.
ladies and gentlemen. Classic.
But I
Shannon.
mean, he should not have invited someone
I
the night his
know.
quote girlfriend's there.
That
He
was
fucked
rough.
up. But
That
I'm
was
like,
rough.
you need to start smoking pot again and drinking so you won't get so fucking confused with the chicks you invite out.
I feel like he
Get
probably
it?
did. He probably
Yeah.
did, I got it. I feel
Yeah.
like he probably did it on purpose, but
Yeah, he's probably like me where you got to sabotage.
yeah.
You got a girlfriend
Why
or
do
a
you think
boyfriend
you
that's
sabotage?
because they're calling themselves your boyfriend when you're not
She
even.
sabotages a lot of things. It's just her
Yeah,
personality.
she does.
I just have to
I've
fuck
seen
shit
you
up.
do that.
I'm
I
not
have
gonna
to
let her.
fuck shit up.
You
huh?
don't have
No.
to fuck shit up. Things going well, you should enjoy when they
Yeah,
go well.
don't sabotage.
When
Let's-
things go well, I tend to fuck them up because.
Yeah, I know you do, and I'm not gonna. let you.
Or if they're going bad, I tend to drop a big ass bomb on
That's
them.
okay if it's going bad. Blow
Yeah,
that shit up.
that's
But when
true.
it's going
That's
good, leave it
okay.
alone. Yeah.
No, listen. End of story. 2025.
Yeah,
No
we gotta wrap up.
sabotaging. Let things flow. God is
Yeah.
I'm
coming.
not going to let anything flow. If an
God
old
is
man comes
coming.
up to me and is trying to have
We're
sex,
talking about everything.
as we did
No.
when we were doing our thing, and this old man comes up and goes, you are so blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, well, you're not bad yourself. He was 10 years older than me. And he's like, well, are you going to this and that? And I go, listen, we're past the age of having any sex. Let's get real. You're
And he
too
goes-
fucking old and wrinkled to even be thinking about that kind of shit. But, I shouldn't.
And he agreed.
He laughed.
Who's this?
At
Some
the-
guy at the deal. He was kind of cute too.
He's 82.
But I'm like,
But-
she says, what's her name's boyfriend? 82.
Meryl.
And he's
He's very
He's able
sexually
to-
active.
he's able to perform
He's
without
sexually
any aid, any pharmaceutical aids.
There wasn't Viagra when Charlie Chaplin had a baby at 90. Some men can still go.
But that is
Wait,
sickening.
Charlie Chaplin had a baby at 90?
Yeah, Tony Randall. I don't think Viagra was around then.
Tony Randall, I thought he was gay.
No, Tony Randall had a kid in his 8. A lot of.
Oh.
There's so many. Now we go, oh, it's Viagra, but no, some dudes can still shoot.
It is gross.
Anthony Quinn.
They shouldn't. If your neck looks like a fucking turkey gobble or whatever they call them, you should be thinking about having sex. You should be thinking about volunteer work.
Or you need him.
Yeah.
The Viagra.
No, you do. But I'm saying some
Old
guys.
man having sex is
Some
the
guys
grossest thing.
don't need Viagra. Some guys in their 80s and 90s and everything still works.
Ah, that's
My
repulsive.
husband is good.
He is. How
Yeah.
old is your husband?
70.
Your
He's got
husband is sexually able to
perform.
conjugate.
He doesn't need
You're-
pills of any kind.
He conjugates your marital vows.
Huh?
He
He's
doesn't
able-
do any kind of thing. It's just all.
No.
Yeah.
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 But
That's
we
good
we
because
have sex on the weekends, like Saturday and Sunday. We call Saturday party night, Sunday fun day. And
I
that
think that's great.
that is
That's it.
repulsive.
I love he goes, that's great, and you go, that's repulsive.
That's the difference between me and my. Oh my God. I hope when I'm. How old is John?
70.
I hope when I'm 70, I'm still.
But you have the testosterone. He is hairy like John with
Apparently, because of this, won't have boner
all the
problems. so I'm
back
happy.
and the front hair and the
The
top
bald
is
head.
bald. And
Yeah.
Bald
that's
head is- yeah.
testosterone.
That's like Jake's dad is a fucking bear. He has body hair like a sons of a bitch.
Your poor dad.
My poor dad. Oh, we'll
He
wrap
should
up
have
with
minded his P's and Q's, the stupid son of a bitch.
this. Actually,
What do you-
you don't sabotage. You destroy. That poor bastard's in like
He
a
never was the same.
trailer. He's done.
Well, I
Mom.
mean, he asked for it.
Hey,
He
she
should-
left
should
him
not have-
money.
I know,
She-
and he blew it all.
Shouldn't have started any shit with
I hope he
me.
doesn't hear this. I love you, Bill.
He doesn't listen. It's a
No,
Trump
No,
podcast.
he always every year on February 4th he always says happy anniversary, Roseanne.
You're
We've been
kidding.
together for what is it? 50. This was our 50th anniversary.
No way.
This year was our 50th. He's a good guy, but
He's
you know
just
he's a libtard.
nervous.
He's a
He's
libtard.
nervous.
He's on too many medications, and Xanax fucked with his brain, and he got it
But
on
the
MSNBC.
Democrats, they're anti-sex. That's the whole deal.
Oh,
They're anti-sex
right.
with an adult.
Well, we're going to get you back on the happy trail.
I think my personal passageway is
Passageway? What's your passageway?
my personal
Her vaginal
passageway is
canal.
like
vaginal canal.
that's my son saying that's gross.
Well, if you're not going to say it, I'm going to have to say it.
Okay,
I'm the
my
podcast
personal
host.
passageway, that shit is just closed down.
It's too thin.
Yeah, it's
Well-
a vaginal thinness. The only part of me it's thin is my vaginal walls.
Oh, that's a good joke for tonight.
What?
The only thing thin about me is my vaginal walls.
Oh, at this age, it's true.
It is true, but you don't have to.
No, I love that. That's a good joke.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it's for tonight.
You can plump up your vaginal wall. Shannon does it.
Yeah, and you get wet and juicy.
Okay, if you
I
don't,
just think that is sinful to be old and craving sex.
It is not.
It is. It's wrong.
Mom's right. Naturally, it's not supposed to happen. That's
No,
why you have
You're
to take
supposed to
meds.
be into your volunteer work at that age.
Well, I mean, some people do that as volunteer work when you think about it.
Okay, here's what I want for you at the very least is a beautiful, nice companion that you can go,
You know what I want for you, and I'm gonna be. I'm gonna get real here.
you can
I
have
want.
fun with.
I want someone that sees you the same way that I see you, and Hannah sees you, and Shannon
I
sees
see
you.
you as a loving, fun person
Not just
who
that,
wants to
like
have fun
they're
and
there
hang
to
out.
they're there to protect you and help
Yeah,
you and guide.
protect
And when
you.
you're
That'll
all,
never happen.
you need like someone that's like, hey, what you're doing here is great. What you're doing here is not so great. You need that. That's a
He's all
I know, but that's never going to. Let's be realistic. There's not a man on earth that can handle this. They can't, because it's just too much information
there are
coming at
people
them.
that go to war and have PTSD and they can handle you.
There's someone out there, believe me.
Maybe an ex-Navy SEAL or one of them types.
Yeah, maybe an animal
Ex-admiral
trainer.
that
Listen,
sold the
Okay, I'm not
what
you.
do you call it? This,
I don't know, but I love it.
You're a
Sell the seven
celebrity,
Cs?
so that's
yeah,
listen. You're a celebrity, so that's harder.
I know because it's nothing but they don't even know. They don't even see me. They just see a glamorous sex object. They don't even.
You definitely need like Uncle Ben, your brother, said something to me on that gay
Uncle
cruise.
Ben.
One of the most fascinating things I've ever heard. And then we'll wrap up on this, or I'll
Okay.
wrap up on this. Him and John have been together 30, 40 years.
Mhm.
And I said to
That's
him,
so
I said,
sweet.
what is your
My
secret?
gay siblings
Yeah.
both have been married for 35.
Longer than you.
Yeah, and I've been married 9, 10 times.
9 or 10 times.
But I asked him, what's the secret? One thing was,
Communication.
no, they're not monogamous.
Oh, that's right.
So he's,
Well,
yeah,
that made me sick.
they can
too.
fuck whoever they want. So it's like, well, that's not fair.
Not anymore.
Yeah. Well, they were on the
Yeah,
gay
they're in
cruise.
an
What do you think they
open
were doing on the
marriage.
gay cruise? The second thing, which was the more important, is he
That's
said to me,
sickening
he
to me.
said the real secret, because that sex stuff fades, but the real secret, it's the most romantic thing. I'm going to tear up. He said interlocking pathologies. You want where you're fucked up to lock with someone else where they're fucked up, and it as long as it's interlocking, you don't have the same fucked up thing where you're strong, they're weak, but you're both fucked up because you can't get through life alone. Nobody gets through life undamaged. Find someone that's pathology
That's
interlocks.
interesting.
I am preferring, because this is the first time in my life where I've ever been alone, because I
Yes,
I raised
that's
my
true.
mom's kids. I was always a mom.
No, and you leapfrogged from one husband to another. You leapfrogged.
I like being alone, and I like judging people and making fun of them.
You're right.
And I don't
No,
I don't
want
need
her.
nobody except for
Companionship.
She doesn't need it. She's right.
I have a lot of comedian friends and stuff. I don't need somebody to snore.
She's right. She can be
But
alone.
what if you got with a companion that was fun and didn't snore and protected you?
He'd just want me
and
to
took
he'd
care of
want me
you.
to meet his friends, and they would all be boring. So I
I'm
wouldn't
sure
want to
the
do that.
person that you met wouldn't be boring.
Well, if there is a man out there who equals me in
Is everyone listening tonight?
if there is a man out there who equals me in wealth and charisma, and even, you know, goes above.
Comedy.
Yeah, and goes above and beyond, you know, everything that I got. No, I don't need a man, but if there is somebody who gets it, and I have to say again, got to be richer than me. Okay, that's number one.
That's tough.
I
Yeah,
know.
that's tough. That's a tough one.
No,
well, it has
more.
money. Can
No.
he have
Yeah,
money?
what if he's independently wealthy but not at
Yeah.
your level?
Yeah, he doesn't. Don't put. Tell God this
Yeah.
is what you want, because that's what
Okay.
I
You want a
did.
guy that doesn't need your money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want a guy
That's
who
right.
doesn't need
Takes care of
or
his own.
want
Right.
my money.
He's got his own money.
and
Independently wealthy.
He's got his own.
And his independence. He's independent.
But it's so fascinating by how fucking cool I am, and sees it and goes, "Oh my God, you
Are the coolest bitch.
there's nobody fucking." Because I'm the hoochie coochie gal.
No,
Everybody
and then
knows.
to tie this up in a
I'm
big
her.
bow.
But there isn't that guy, unless it was like if Moses came back down. Moses would really love me because he loved his wife Zipporah, who was the
Sephora.
daughter of Jethro,
Yeah.
which we say in Hebrew Yitro.
Mhm. That's what
And
Sephora
if
is named
Moses,
after.
huh?
Sephora is
Mhm.
named
Yeah.
after
Yes.
Sephora.
Sephora.
Yeah.
Oh
That's
my
true.
God, I love
And
her already.
she really guided Moses, so I would guide Moses in that same way. So if Moses' incarnation is back, that would be a powerful man with a wide reach to
Listen
know,
to this, God.
bring the kingdom of God to this realm.
I love
Well,
this.
here I am, bitches. Woo!
I saw that. I just saw that. Hey, Moses, speaking of that story you told earlier, Shannon, Moses, he's familiar with a burning bush. Boom, Sean.
Yeah, baby!
Remember when she fell asleep with the vibrator and burned her
Burning
bush? Get it? Boom. All right, wrap it up, Mom.
Jake, that was fast. I loved it. I'm very proud of you, son.
Thank you. I love you too, and I'm proud of you.
You know, I
was a
feel
great-
so good
No, you
because
already
I'm
did
on
this,
the
Ed.
fucking beam.
You already did that. We're done. Wrap it. You went back to the teleprompter. We're good. Wrap
I
it up.
know, but I do want to say this. Here's how we'll end it. I knew it was a joke.
Okay.
Shannon,
I know.
Yeah, baby.
I love you so
I
much,
love
honey.
you more.
And I am so happy for you that you got your perfect man. I know
Me
how hard it
too.
was for you.
50
And
years.
50 years, and you was searching.
I
and you-
told God what I wanted to find my soulmate. That's
You
why
did?
I said be clear to
What
what
did
you
you
tell
tell
God.
God?
I said, I wrote it down.
What'd you say?
All I kept saying is, Dear God, I want to meet my soulmate.
Everyone I know wrote it down. We tell people all the time, write
Yes,
it down.
write
It's
it down.
It's manifestation.
Give me that pen and paper.
You have to be really, really explicit, and you don't have to do it now. Think about it. Whatever
I
you
don't
write
need
down.
to think about it. Terminally ill.
No.
Richer
You
than
want
me,
a
No,
terminally
think about
ill.
it.
You want
no
a fun,
children. Huh?
fun companion.
I want
Who
somebody who loves to have
you
fun.
and loves to have fun, like
Just
me.
loves
You-
to have fun. I
here's
want
what
a
you
male
want.
Shannon.
Yes, that's what.
Not
my,
really. No, because you're irritated.
No, come
I
on.
want a.
No,
I
I
wanna-
take good care of you.
I know you do, honey, but listen. I want a man who can be the leader, who can be the moral leader of me. And you know there's none. But
Well,
I'm
you
gonna say
hate
that to
making
God.
decisions. You
Uh,
hate figuring shit
I want
out.
a man,
You need a leader
a man
and a companion,
who can lead me,
and he's funny.
who can lead me to what I want him to lead me to.
Sustenance and happiness.
Happiness.
And protection.
Emotional contentment.
Emotional contentment. That's really good.
That's really good, Jakey.
Unconditional love.
Yeah.
Support.
Do I have to give that though? No, I'm kidding.
No, actually, no, because
Yes.
no, you don't, because it's unconditional love. You can be a total asshole. He'll still love you.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
That's
But
why it's
you
unconditional.
need to be loving.
I need to be admired.
You are very
and
loving.
cherished.
She just wants an
I just want
admirer.
somebody to admire and cherish and be fascinated by me.
She wants
I
a fan.
think I have all the shit required for that,
I
Yeah.
do.
but there's just no appreciators.
No, there are. They are out there. You're a
Yeah.
fascinating person. Stop saying
And
that.
of course, they have to be a Jew. I don't care.
No,
Good.
they don't.
Yes, they do.
They
because
do,
She's
and
never
I
been
don't
with
care
a
their
Jew.
racial characteristics, Jew or a religious Christian
Religion.
that
No, I think
likes
they have.
Religion
Jews.
I
has
think
to
they
be
have to
likes
be a Jew, and
Jews.
I'll tell you why. She's
Huh?
never been with a Jew, and
I know.
I have been with a Jew,
who?
but he was a drug addict, and that ruined my life.
No, I
Move
mean,
on.
but you've never been
She's
married
not
to a
saying
Jew.
No,
his
I haven't
name.
been married to a Jew.
Do we know this person?
No, you don't.
Mm.
Uh-uh.
I don't know. No. Okay,
Okay.
maybe it doesn't have to be a Jew. I've only dated one Jew. I think you.
I've been with black people. I've been with Chinese men. I've been with a lot of men.
Chinese. Are they little? Is it true?
Is it true what they say?
Not necessarily.
No, I've seen.
I'm not a size queen such as some people in this room.
I've seen some Chinese porn where the guy has a big one, so I don't think it matters.
That's very worldly of you.
It really
cultural.
doesn't matter,
No.
but I know it does to you. But like it doesn't in the real world.
Well, remember,
I love how
I'd rather not.
you're on camera, so when you go, everyone can see you're talking to Tom.
Oh, I thought we were done.
No, Tom has a tiny penis. Everyone knows it's documented.
Well, even he says it.
Yeah, he finally came out with it. Like he's honest about it now.
Ew.
It doesn't matter what size
No.
a guy's penis is. If he's a rich guy, it doesn't really matter.
All right, we have to wrap
Okay.
up
And then you went
because you have to
bed.
go. Your car's gonna be here in 30 minutes.
Huh?
You're going to Comedy Store. See Sam
What
Tripoli.
the
Okay.
fuck? 30 minutes?
Yep, let's wrap it up. Now look in that camera. Wrap it up.
Wrap it up, bitch.
How am I going to wrap this up? Well, remember to laugh. Hey, if you're a fucking sourpuss that's got nothing to laugh at, you know, fuck off. Laugh, 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 laugh. Nothing's too serious. Be nice. Laugh all you can.
Believe in God.
Believe in God, absolutely. And look into taking the hers so you can lose a ton of weight for your next project. That's right. Okay,
Amen.
see ya.
So you see